So yeah. Anyway, I thought for today's one we could watch Nuke's Top 5 because obviously I'm just getting bored of fucking crashing constantly.
The last stop. This next viral video was shared by multiple social media accounts on the internet, but none of them mentioned the original source. The video shows a man inspecting an old abandoned bus somewhere in the rural. The last stop. This next viral video was shared by multiple social media accounts on the internet, but none of them mentioned the original source. The video shows a man inspecting an old abandoned bus somewhere in the rural countryside of Japan. Of course, as you might expect, things take a terrifying turn.
誰かいたんだけどさ。あれ、慎太郎？
As the man approaches the entrance to the bus, a girl can be seen watching him from the window. He quickly looks inside, but there's no one there. Now, because there's no source, it's impossible to say whether this footage is real or fake. But as always, I leave that up to you to decide.
That's what these fuckers do.
Something watches over. Paranormal investigator Alex from the YouTube channel Hunting the Unknown sets out to investigate an old abandoned nun convent in the south of England. The old building also doubled as an asylum for the mentally ill. The convent/asylum was active from the 1800s all the way into the late 1900s. With over 100 years of dark history, it's not surprising that the building is said to be extremely haunted. One ghostly figure that haunts the building is said to be that of a sad nun, who is said to still wander the hallways of the old asylum to this day. Alex decides to explore the convent completely alone, with nothing but a camera and a flashlight. While inside, he gets the overwhelming sense that someone is watching him.
Hello, is anyone here? Hello?
Alex hears strange noises and feels like he's being followed. Then he captures something absolutely terrifying. Did you see it? The investigator doesn't even notice, but as he passes one of the empty old asylum rooms, an ominous dark figure seems to be lurking inside. A figure with a creepy resemblance to the shadowy outline of a nun. So could it be that the old nun who allegedly haunts the convent was watching Alex? Well, who knows? But you can watch this entire exploration over on the YouTube channel, Hunting the Unknown. Fire and brimstone. This next bizarre video is a bit of a mystery. The video was shared to the internet without a source, and it's a bit unclear as to exactly what is going on here. The footage shows a dangerous fire near 2 cars, and something else truly disturbing. Someone or something can be seen silently walking through the fire, seemingly unbothered and unhurt. Eerily, the figure resembles the shape of a small child. Could it be that the fire tragically claimed a victim whose spirit is lost in the blaze? Without a source, we'll just never know. The Woman in White. Musician Eder Olivas from Torreon, Mexico is driving home late one night on the Saltillo-Torreon highway when he spots something truly disturbing. A woman dressed in white can be seen running in the emergency lane of the highway, her arms outstretched in a strange way. Some video commenters even suggested that it looks like the woman has no head. Now, Eder Olivas actually thought he might be hallucinating at first, as he was extremely tired from his long drive home. But later, he checks his dashcam footage, and he is shocked to discover that the woman was 100% real. Eder says he has no idea why a woman would be running down the dangerous and busy highway so late at night. He says that he thinks he might have captured a ghost on camera. But what do you think? Is this encounter paranormal or just weird? You decide. More than he bargained for. Paranormal investigators Tomo and Hiro from the YouTube channel Omagatoki Film are contacted by one of their viewers, a man named Taguchi, who claims that he's been experiencing strange activity in his studio apartment somewhere in Japan. Taguchi explains that 6 months ago he found a very cheap apartment. And you might ask, well, why was it so cheap? It turns out that the previous owner tragically took his own life right where Taguchi would be living and sleeping. But the young man doesn't believe in ghosts, so he happily signs the lease despite the apartment's dark history. But then, Taguchi starts to have trouble sleeping. He says that he hears footsteps, voices, and scariest of all, he starts to experience sleep paralysis, during which he sees a distorted, laughing face right above him as he lays in bed, unable to move. Tomo and Hiro decide to set up 2 static cameras in Taguchi's home for a month. At the end of that time, they review the month of collected footage. They are shocked by what they find. One night as Taguchi is sleeping, this happens. Taguchi appears to be suffering from a horrible nightmare as he grabs at his neck, seemingly in pain. He wakes up in an absolute panic. But did you see it? A pale figure seems to materialize in the hallway. The apparition appears to be watching Taguchi as he struggles in his sleep. Taguchi finally wakes and the figure disappears into thin air. But there's something even stranger, because the second camera pointed at the hallway loses focus at the exact same time of the incident, and a distorted face seems to appear right in front of the camera. So could this be the same bizarre face that Taguchi claims he has seen at night? The Omagatoki team believes that Taguchi might be haunted by the spirit of the previous owner. But you can decide for yourself and watch the entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Omagatoki Film.
I told you to go
Shake, rattle, and oh no. A music composer named Henning from Oslo, Norway says that for years he has heard strange, unexplained.
Right, okay, hang on a second, guys. I've got to just quickly sort something out. Just give me a sec. Right guys, I'm back. I don't have much time, so to make this a bit funnier, we're going to do it at 2 times speed. Go.
Sounds coming from his attic. Over time, the strange activity has just gotten worse. So one day, Henning hears noise from his attic door and grabs his phone to record.
Hello? 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 The door latch to Henning's attic shakes and rattles around as if someone is trying to open the door. But when Henning snatches the door open, there's no one there. And then the door suddenly slams shut on its own. Now there's very little extra info on this clip. So is it a real paranormal encounter? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Caught on camera. TikTok user Summer, who's a mother of 2, lives in a small house in an old town in rural Georgia. Late one night, Summer takes her phone out to record a quick video in her backyard. But she immediately notices something that is absolutely unnerving.
Y'all, I am in my yard. Watch my face. This is not an app doing this. This is my yard. The church is behind me. Watch my face. Church. You can see straight through me. I kid you not. Look at this. Whoa.
On camera, Summer's face seems to twist and distort into something unrecognizable as she simply moves around in her own backyard. Summer says that she's deeply worried that the strange old church across the street might be the cause of the creepy occurrence. She attempts to find information about the history of the old church, but she hits a dead end and is left with no answers. So did Summer catch a bizarre paranormal visual disturbance on camera? Or just what is going on here? The most haunted cemetery. Popular YouTuber Franco TV is known for exploring terrifying abandoned locations in the US, but for the first time ever, Franco travels south to the graveyard.
They're actually kind of different from all the others because you can see a skull and bones, which kind of represent something very, very dark. But this is actually her tomb right here. Her name is Georgia Gamacho, or Georgia, something like that. I put her names. And you can see how other witches would carve their names in here and leave candles and trinkets. That looks like it's Camila. And if you look out here, you can see where they put all the candles. It's different from all the others because they put all these candles here and candies. Isn't it? Hello? What the hell did I just hear? It sounded like somebody laughing. Thing is, on the maps, this area is blocked off. So once you walk back here, there's nowhere else you can go. Listen, listen. Hello?
Downright chilling.
Right in there. I don't know if those are the remains. It looks like a sock. There's something tied out here. Let me zoom in. I'm gonna be able to zoom in a lot more on post-editing, so it looks like it could be, there's something hairy there. Huh, that looks like a dead animal or something. Oh, that is so creepy. Alright, I just got the key to meter. ¿Alguien estás aquí adentro? ¿Tú puedes decirme tu nombre? Oh, look at this. There's X's. You see that? On the side of the wall. That's interesting. That's something that's kind of seen in Mississippi. When you see X mark, it's like they have something they want you to do, and they call upon the spirit to doing it.
Did you hear it? Franco doesn't notice, but a faint female voice can be heard whispering, "Hola."
You see that?
A young boy who tragically died when he was only 6 years old. But when Franco inspects the young boy's gravestone, he captures something.
Grants blessings and wishes to everyone who comes to him, seeking help. He is a very well-known spirit that protects this graveyard. Well, one, protects it, and two, also offers blessings to everyone who shows up here. I wanted to see if I can read what this says. 1887. Ricardo Isabella.
There it goes.
Workers and their
Video.
jobs drive the clean park,
Quick.
telling team few strange noises.
You know what, fuck yeah, I just have to end the stream here, guys. I'm sorry, but I have to end it now because I've got to go do something quickly. Anyway, I should hopefully be back in a few hours.